guys, welcome back to my channel. This is just a video out of nowhere. I don't know where this is going. I didn't plan anything. I didn't plan to say anything. I'm just gonna go with whatever comes out of my mouth. I want to talk about school. And I feel like if you've been with me for a while and you just watch my videos consistently, you can tell that even back in freshman year, I always did videos about high school. Basically why I don't like it. I always had like videos and spurts in those videos where like, yeah, I don't like high school, and people think I'm joking, or people just like, oh yeah, like that's like every like student in school, like, oh, they just don't like school. No, here's a difference. I'm just gonna tell you how I feel and how I feel like the school system works. This is not bashing any school. I'm not trying to bash my own school. I'm just stating my opinion. You can completely disagree, or you can completely agree, or you can possibly maybe agree. Now, I'm not trying to trash me having an education and not being appreciative for it. That is not the case at all. I know there are people around the world that don't even have an education and can't afford one. I'm thankful enough to even have one. However, there are some things about how the school works, how the system works, how just education, career, future, everything in a whole that maybe what I'm saying right now, maybe what I'm telling you right now is basically what the definition of school is, but I just don't agree with it. School has changed so much since the minute I went into kindergarten to now. Obviously, we learn new things. We learn the basics of everything, like of math, like learning how to multiply, divide, add, and subtract. We go through chemistry, biology, physics, and then different types of history, world history, American history, everything history, whatever. There are some things that I just don't agree with, and I just don't understand, and I don't know why things are the way they are. A lot of things that I hear past students or teachers say that really like bothered me. You'll hear teachers say like, oh, you're gonna need to memorize this for the test, you're gonna need to know this for the test, so make sure you know how to do this and that and this. When has school come to the point where we just memorize something or obtain the information, not actually sinking it in and actually knowing what we're saying, what we're learning, instead of just memorizing something and putting it on a test and then moving on? I feel like that's where school has gone at this point. I was watching The Fosters a couple weeks ago, and there was an episode where the vice principal says something to an English teacher going, you need to teach these kids this because for some sort of state assessment, they need to know how to do this so we can pass to look good on papers in the state, whatever. Now, the English teacher replied back like, why can't I just teach them something instead of making them memorize something and then putting it on a paper to make you guys look good? And I completely agreed with what that English teacher was saying. Why can't teachers just actually teach their students instead of telling them to memorize something or know this for a certain test? For vocabulary, memorize the word, make a synonym, antonym, and write a sentence for it, so on. In history, you have to memorize the dates of when the Vietnam War was, the Holocaust was, so on. Yes, there are important dates of history that we need to know why they happened, when they happened, and where it happened, because it's what makes our government today, what makes our country today. However, instead of just learning about it, why do we need to be tested on it? Why do the students need to be tested and be stressed out to memorize something for a certain text? Because 50–90% of the time, no, it's a very large gap, students just like myself memorize something for a test and then completely forget about it the next day. Just like doing an essay in school. We plan out our thoughts and everything. We write about it, we hand it in, and do we ever think about it again? No. The only time we ever even think about it again is when we're getting handed back that paper and getting set like a certain average or certain grade on it and being like, why did I get this grade, or how did I do so good, or how did I do so bad? It's just things that I don't understand, and I don't understand why they occur. I know that a lot of students don't like doing homework. We're in a building for 5, 6, 7 hours. There are 24 hours in a day, so I can't really do math, but try to help me out here. Actually, all you guys gotta get a calculator out and just help me out here. So 24 hours in a day, 6 to 7 hours in a school day, right? And then we spend a couple more hours later on after getting home from school doing more work. And then we have to take a shower. Some people have extra sports or clubs or meetings or something they have to do after school on top of the work, on top of actually showering, on top of eating dinner, spending time with your family. Are there that many hours in a day to actually compile that all together and still get 12 hours of sleep? This is just how I view things, right? And I kind of had to explain it to someone, so I explained it to my mother, and she said she completely agreed. I remember learning about the American colonists when I was younger, and now once have I applied it to my life now. People have different dreams. People have different things they want to do in life. Let's just say you want to be a doctor. Let's just say you want to be a cosmetologist. Do you need to know about the American colonies? Be like, you're washing your like customer's hair, be like, you know that time where the American colonists did such and such? Oh really? I had no idea. Yeah, I learned that back in like 7th grade. Do you see where this just this, do you see where this just do you see where this doesn't add up? Like you're taking a photo of like a butterfly, right? Just like this, like on a leaf. You're like, do you remember in 1965 when the, like it doesn't make sense. And then a doctor when he's, so like someone's doing a surgeon is like doing a surgery operation on someone that needs to get their tonsils removed, and while they're doing that they're like, do you know that a squared plus b squared equals c squared and the Pythagorean theorem in algebra? I'm like, so it's like when I buy a house one day and I want to know when their freaking mail comes in and I get a bunch of stuff from Chase saying, oh, you need to pay your taxes. Am I gonna know how to pay my taxes? No, because what do we do instead of learning how to do taxes and math? We learned about the Pythagorean theorem and just proofs and everything because we need to learn about shapes, because I don't even know what a rectangle is. I don't know what a square is. I don't know what a diamond is. I don't know what a rectangular horizontal octagon is. It just really doesn't add up, and I'm sick and tired of like what we're learning. Yeah, so next time you see someone walking their dog in the street, how about you go and ask them about the American colonists and why they did what they did? I'm out. Hope you take this information and try to pay attention to when people talk to you in school, aka teachers that are getting paid to teach you information, and see if they do not say, oh, you need to learn this for the test, oh, you need to memorize this for the quiz. And then you're gonna be in class and be like, damn right, Ariana was right, we don't freaking need to know about the American colonists. If this gets slumped down and gets flagged from YouTube, I'm coming for your mom. If you guys enjoyed it and agreed with me, or you just think I'm psychotic at this point, subscribe.
Don't worry, we're putting her in a mental hospital.
Why would we do that? I'm literally fine.
No, you're not.
No, let me finish the video.
You hit me in the face.
Abuse.
Abuse? You just hit me in the face.
Did I actually?
Yeah, you were like that.
I that. See, my brain is there's too much stress about the American colonists in my brain right now. I can't really think straight. American colonists says 1793 in New Orleans, New Jersey.
I didn't know New Orleans was in New Jersey.
What?